What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel Dap Universal. I'm Dap, and guess what? Today we're doing What's the Gossip on you. What's the gossip? So here you go. Ain't gonna beat around the bush about it. We ain't gonna diddly daddly, the diddle daddle or what fiddle faddle, whatever. We're not gonna do none of that. We have no time. We're going to pick an image. Just pick an image. 1, 2, or 3. Pick a card. You'll find the corresponding cards in the timestamps, little timestamps in the description or in the pinned comment. I will add little labels there for you so you know which is which, and when you're making a decision, choose with your third eye, not your first or second eye. And you may be drawn to an image, you may be drawn to a number. If you are drawn to an image but also drawn to a different number on a different card, you can watch both of those piles. It's fine. No one's gonna, it's fine. It's okay. Do you, boo. Just make sure to comment and let me know how it resonated, if it resonated, or just send me a little purple heart emoji. No, purple is not my favorite color, but it is my favorite heart. And if you ever comment on my videos, you will probably see me use it too much. So you know I'm not lying. But anyway, if you can, on your way down to the description or the pinned comment to find your pile, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. So that's a good way to say, Dap, hi, we like what you do and keep doing it, whatever. If not, you ain't got to do none of that, but it would be really nice if you did. So go ahead and make your decision about the pile you're gonna pick, and I will see you over at your reading. Bye for now. What up, pile number 1? And welcome to your reading on What's the Gossip about you. What they talking about, what they assuming, what they might just be making up as they go. It doesn't necessarily have to be the truth, but it is maybe what the vibe is of what people are perceiving about you. And it doesn't even have to be like what they truly perceive. They can know is like people like to indulge in like the negative sometimes, especially when they're not necessarily balanced. So this is just a fun little reading. You can use it for self-awareness or whatever, or just to see what them hoes talking about. But I will start you off with some divination dice. I will roll this a few times to kind of get a to get a clue on maybe your just personality from their perspective. By the way, all this is gonna be from their perspective. So we're gonna get some maybe cues about your personality, your quirks, or how they perceive you, and then we'll get into the tarot on what they're actually talking about or what they are assuming. You ready? I'm ready. But before we go, before we put your seatbelt on, before you get too comfortable, before you go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because that is a great way for an exchange of energy. It helps me out. It's a great way to say, Dap, I like what you're doing. Keep doing it without paying me nothing. Now, if you do want to pay me something, you can always do that by booking a reading. If you want a personal reading, I do provide those. Link is in the description. But rolling dice. All right, so first up, we do have Jupiter in the 3rd house. So they may see you as a person who likes to talk a lot. It's like you know a lot, but you talk a lot. It's like it's like you love to explain things, or you love to teach things. You may be that type of personality that it's not like you just talk just to kind of feel just to hear yourself talk. Some people may say that, but no, it's more like Jupiter is the energy of like say Sagittarius, which is very philosophical. It's very like think higher education. Is someone who is informed, well informed, but they like to speak on those things. The 3rd house is communication of Gemini. So we have these two opposite energies of like say Sagittarius and Gemini. They may also feel like some people may say that you may be a little bit two-faced. Maybe two-faced. You know? I didn't say it, they did. What else we got? How do you think about you personality wise? We have the sun in 1st house. You got a big old head. I'm saying you got a big ego. You got a big ego, it's too much to talk like this. Yeah. The sun in the 1st house is like very aware of itself, and is very much knows who it is. Like the sun in the 1st house, it's very aware of what they're actually giving off. It's like there's not a whole lot of mistakes about like how I was meant to come across. They're not meek people. They're confident, and they there's a certain sense of I know I take up space. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's like the positive is very confident and understanding of who they are. The negative would be you might be a little bit egoic or bossy. They may feel that, oh, you just think you better than everybody. Now that could be a projection. But Sun in the first house can be, think of like a Leo rising. I'm a Leo rising. It's somebody who has a lot of confidence in sometimes that confidence can get the best of them in certain situations. They can, overshoot the mark. Some people may think that about you. Um, Another trait of that is someone with a lot of generosity, like or shining light into every place, but especially dark places where will be appreciated more. They may think of you as somebody who treats everyone with a certain sense of like, I see you, and not in a bad way. It's like you let people be people, and you don't see people as necessarily like not a part of you in a sense. There's a oneness to it with the sun in the first house. So that's not a bad trait. I don't think you can make that a bad trait, except like maybe the ego thing. I guess. But you also have Mercury in the eighth house. You like to talk about weird shit. You talking about Mercury in the eighth house is like Mercury is how you speak and how you talk, or the things that you study. In the eighth house, it can very much be someone who likes to talk about the spiritual, like to talk about ghosts, like to talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. It is sex too. It's like you like to talk about the things that people normally don't just like talk about. Like you don't have a hard time having those difficult conversations that people call difficult conversations. You don't like small talk. You don't like chit chat and just like, oh, the weather's like this. Oh, did you see that baseball game? Did you? How's your mom? No, you want to know the real shit. You ask, you asking the real shit. And I think a lot of people find that very refreshing. I think it's two reactions to that. There's a I love it, thank you so much, refreshing, love to see it, and then there's a oh my god, I feel exposed. Like oh my god, I feel so uncomfortable. Please stay away from me. It's like you trigger you trigger people. It's polarizing. It's triggering for some people, but it's also like liberating for others. So like it's very clear like who your personality like meshes with and who it really don't. You can tell by like pretty soon they just don't want to fuck with you. It's not they don't like you, they don't like the way your approach to situations and just the truth, just life, how it makes them feel. It makes them trigger because they spend a lot of their time probably trying to mask and hide behind like, flimsy facades and like look at what I'm doing over here. But like, it's like it's someone who is not authentic. And not to say that everyone who doesn't like that approach is not authentic, but likely is they're not. If you don't like talking about the truth, then why you feel so uncomfortable talking about the truth? Some people just like a little more tact though. I do think you may not give that much. I don't care that much about tact. That's the semantics. You're like I don't know. I'm gonna say what I gotta say. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's kind of like that, especially with that sun in the first house energy. You know who you are. But let's pull some tarot, see what the gossip is. Woo. Flip. What is this? I see the Three of Cups. All right, so that's about friendships. What about the Three of Cups? All your cards on the floor. Pile one. The Two of Wands and Temperance. You may have a friend that's talking about a compromise or something. It's kind of interesting. Not interesting, but it's like it's not bad, but it's about like maybe if you have it doesn't feel like a fight or an argument, but more like it's more specific than that. Maybe tension. If you've been having tension with somebody, like it's more like what's left unsaid with this friend, or like maybe how they kind of do something that you don't like, or whatever, or they may feel that way. It's like it's almost like an unspoken kind of she's getting tired of her kind of shit. But like what is saying to me though is like there seems to be a moment where y'all can kind of like make peace or like find a commonality, because maybe there's like something that's unknown about the situation that makes this person have to, what I'm saying? It's like maybe you don't have all the information, but the Two of Wands and the Temperance card with the Three of Cups is like saying I think your friends are trying to figure out a way to maybe find that common ground. And when I say friends, it could be just one friend, but I feel like they are genuine in that approach. One more to clarify, because it's very not vague, but it's like I don't get it. Y'all may get it. Put it in the comments if you know what this is. Sometimes I don't know what the fuck I be saying, but then someone will be like, oh, it's this, this, and this. I'm like, oh, there it is. That makes sense. Now I get it. The Seven of Wands in reverse comes up with that. And it's like saying at first this person was very defensive, or you were very defensive and not receptive of what they had to say, or vice versa. We weren't trying to hear that bullshit, you know. But I feel like their approach this time, something about it, if they feel like it may actually work, or you may find common ground. We have Justice on the bottom of the deck. This may be your sign or their sign. I see Sagittarius again. I see Libra, and that's about it. What else we got? What's the gospel about pile number 1? All right, I see the World in reverse and the Eight of Wands in reverse. They're talking about something that's taken a long time to happen, pile 1. You've been talking about something for a while now. Was that business you was gonna start, or you was gonna what you was gonna do what with your diet, or you was gonna do what with your what was you trying to do? You trying to start something, open something? Well, your haters are looking at the calendar like, I don't see no progress. I don't see nothing being done. Like they just, but that's the energy of like someone like waiting for you to like slip up and not follow through on something that you said or whatever. Even if it was like, bitch, I don't owe you no, like it has nothing to do with you. Why are you even worried about it? Like, maybe I just said some shit. I don't know. But it's like they're looking at it like, oh, that's a lie. Caught that one. Oh, that's a failure. It's almost like somebody who just don't want to see you like succeed in whatever that is. It's like they're paying attention. I don't know why. They be talking about it like I don't think it's gonna happen. They've been talking about that for so long. So like I said, I do these readings also for self-awareness. So if you can figure out a situation where that may have happened, you ain't gotta do nothing, break your neck to prove nothing to these fucking people because who cares? But like maybe it is an opportunity to be aware of like maybe if that happened, it's like maybe I should maybe not speak so much on my plans or what I'm trying to do because life can happen, anything can happen, and then all of a sudden you looking like or you feel like you may have let somebody down and it ain't have nothing to do with them. Like how my life got anything to do with y'all? Like if I said I was gonna do something and I didn't do it for myself, like who gives a fuck? But anyway, that's what I'm getting. They're talking about that, okay? And it could be family members too. I see the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. It could be family, people who care about you, but they love to gossip. But I'm just saying, we're gonna do one more. What's the gossip on pile number 1? I do see the Hierophant and the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords. Somebody's talking about your religion versus your spirituality for some. I think it's that. Somebody's talking about how you should feel obligated to do something for them if they're family. Or like if you're married or something like that. Like someone may be stuck in a marriage or feels stuck in a marriage or relationship. I want to say marriage because I do see the Hierophant as, to me, the Hierophant is more like a real deep commitment, like commitment, like marriage, or like at least we live together, like we act married, if not symbolically, but legally. Or it could even be like family ties, like you have to be, like we give family certain precedence, right? So it could be that with the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords, it's like saying somebody feels stuck in having to do something that they may or may not want to do, but like they feel like they have to, and there's no way around it. So it could be feeling like stuck in a marriage. Someone's talking about like maybe they think you're stuck in a relationship or stuck doing whatever out of obligation, and there's nothing you can do about it or something like that. It also speaks of like like secrets. The High Priestess can be like not. This can be hush hush. What's done behind closed doors. People are talking about like maybe what you like in the bedroom too, or like what you like behind closed doors, and not just sexually, just in general. Like people like trying to speculate. But with the Eight of Swords, she's tied up, and the High Priestess, it could kind of allude to someone talking about, they like being tied up and shit, right? They into that kinky. I don't know. Tell them to stay out your business. If I want. Tell them to mind their business. That's all I got for you. Sound off in the comments. Let me know if this resonated. Let me know something. Even if you got nothing to say, just put a little heart emoji. My favorite's the purple one. That's not my favorite color, but it's my favorite heart. I don't know why. But yeah, remember this. Just this. You can go. Okay? If you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and all we do. Bye. Na 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 da da. Ba da ba na. What up, pile number 2? and welcome to your reading on What's the Gossip on You. We're going to be looking at a couple things. The gossip being like, it's not the truth. I'm not looking at your actual, like, what's going on in your life. It is what people are perceiving to be going on in your life. It's what they're assuming, what they think, what they imagine. They may be a delusion. They may be pretty close. I don't know. But it's just what's the talk. How your name coming out their mouth, rolling off their tongue, you know? It really don't matter. I don't care. I wouldn't give a fuck. I would watch this just for entertainment entertainment purposes, or to get a little bit of maybe self-awareness. If something is hitting, I'm like, ooh, they think about me like that? Don't take no offense to it. People are people. Who cares? I only care about what you think in terms of like who you are as a person. No one has the power to say that say anything about you and you just accept it, okay? You don't have to accept nothing I say, they say, nobody say when it comes down to who you are, okay? But we're going to start off with these divination dice. I am going to roll them for just get little cues on your personality, maybe little quirks about your personality from their perspective, though this is not anyone's perspective, but the outlookers. So this is one of those readings. Like, you ain't got to agree with it. It's just perception, okay? We're going to roll the dice a few times before we get into the actual tarot cards, where we will finally look at what's the specific things they're talking about. So let's see how you're being viewed right now, okay? All right, so we have Jupiter in the 6th house. Is that 6? Yes, it's 6. So it's someone who likes to work a lot. Oof. How to you like to work. You have a strong ass work ethic. You may be the type of person that enjoys actually being at work or enjoy your job. You are often normally really good at your job, at least this job. You are very good at what you do. There's a sense of ownership in what you do, even if you're like, say, entry level at whatever you're doing. It's like you have the energy of somebody who owns their shit, who boss like confidently competent in that area. It could also be somebody who is very I don't want to use the word obsessed, but very health focused or routine based, meaning like, if not like just really, really conscious about like maybe your body and maybe exercise and what you're eating and doing like throughout the day kind of thing. Because the 6th house is talking about daily routines, work ethics, that kind of thing. Jupiter is Sagittarius energy, but it's about expansion, making it that anything it touches exaggerated. So you may be like a health nut, a vegan, a vegetarian, or like been interested in it, or like a lot of holistic things. You may like yoga, that kind of thing. If you're like someone with a lot of maybe strong 6th house energy, like me, my son's in the 6th house, but I'm a couch potato. I'm lazy. I don't like the gym. Is that's gonna be my personal version of hell when I die. If I go to hell, would be eternity at the gym. But you may just obsess over wellness in general, or like things about wellness or psychology. That does kind of fit me, but it's that. So you may be somebody who starts their day and probably get a lot done, and despite that, still don't think that you get a lot done. You could do so much in probably half a day that no one's done all fucking week, and you'll still be like, "Ooh, I didn't do enough." You know, that's the nature of it too. Workaholic. What else we got? We also have Uranus in the 6th house again. That's Uranus in the 6th house. So yeah, even more stuff at work. There may be something surprising going on at work, or something unexpected at work. It could talk about even friend groups at work, or like collective energies at work, like groupthink. Like you may work in teams, or you may work in groups. Like that, like I don't know, like a call center type environment where you're split up in like little teams. Like I think a lot of corporate places do that. If you think about it, but it's something about that, but also something unexpected, or something that shakes things up, like new rules. We're revamping this, and it's like it may be hard to adjust for some people. It may not be for others, but it does kind of feel like something shaking up in your work life, or maybe just in your routine. You may be doing something radical in your routine. Like I'm getting up at 5:00 a.m. every morning now. You know, straight out of bed, and I'm gonna go jogging for an hour, even though I used to wake up at like 10 a.m. 10:30, maybe 11, and go directly to Starbucks and get me something with a lot of sugar and caffeine and have a donut or something and take a nap. You know, like you may do something extreme change, some extreme changes in your actual routine. What else we got? One more. All right, so I also see North Node in the seventh house. Oh no, not oh no, oh yes, they found their soulmate. People are saying that you may have found your partner. Ooh. Or you may be very focused on your soulmate. Talking about soulmates a lot. The North Node is your destiny. It is what you are supposed to be aligned to in this lifetime. It's all of that good stuff. It's a statement of who you're meant to embody in this lifetime as a lesson. Very karmic, right? But it's good. The North Node is good. In the seventh house, it's about relationships, partners. It rules Libra energy or love, like your actual marriages and long-term relationships. Sometimes friends, like close friends, but usually for me, when I'm looking at the houses, the 11th house is more of the friends, and the 7th house is more of lovers. So it could be talking about a fated lover, or like feeling like you may have met the person of your dreams, or talking about twin flames and soulmates and stuff. It's that too. So let's look into the actual situation, what they gossip about, what they talking about, what can't they just shut up about now? It's like, I love to be talking just for no reason. Like, I don't even know you. I don't even know your last name. Why are you talking about me? You know? But I do see the Six Cups. Uh-oh, someone's bringing up the past. Talking about what's the someone's talking about the past. Oh, Temperance. Oh. Whew. All your cards. Okay, maybe it's a deck. Okay, hold on. I'm going to just very quickly grab a different deck because I've been fumbling that deck since I started. And so we're just going to do a little switcheroo here. I already feel like this is going to feel better to me. I already know. Sometimes that feels better. Ooh, you see it? That felt better. Oh, look at that. Look at this. I like this. Okay, so that wasn't your deck. This is your deck. This is your deck. Okay. Sometimes I do that. I don't know why I do that. It's just feeling the decks. But what's the gossip about pile number 2? The Ten of Swords in reverse. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Backstabbed. Stabbed in the back. Betrayed. And in the reverse, it's about that already happening and the healing of it. Okay? Clarifying that you do have strength, recovering, and being much stronger because of it. So you do survive. It's like people are talking about like how you have endured some shit. You have taken a lot to the chin. You've had to dust yourself off, after, like get up. Like when I'm like, bitch, I barely have legs at this point. I can't get up. Like this, where's the strength come from? People look at you sometimes, pile number 2, like this person should not be standing here like this. Like, oh, like no, bitch. Like no, we put you through too much. Why are you still standing like this with your head up high? It's like it pisses them off. So it pisses somebody off. Who is it? It could have been those childhood friends or something like from like family ties or something like that. People from the past. Because I'm still not discarding the Six of Cups that I saw in the other deck. With the Page of Wands, I think it's people from your youth. It's people like maybe you have come a long ass way from like maybe 10 years ago or something. Like I can see that for you. I feel like I think you came a long way from where you come from. Like you may not have you may have been ignorant as hell. You may have just been, you know what I'm saying, just ignorant. But he couldn't tell you was ignorant. Now, I feel like maybe it's a different story. Maybe more humbled. Found some passion or something. I don't know, but people are like your haters, not even your haters, just people who've known you for a long time. They be like, they talk about it sometimes. Like you remember when pile number 2 was like out they fucking minds, like kind of shit, when they was just ignorant. Yeah, girl, them was the days, wasn't it? Like it gives me that vibes. It's not like they just be shitting on you, but it's like they kind of talk about how wild you were. Maybe they take the benefits. I don't know. But what else we got? Pile number 2. I do see the Queen of Cups with the Ace of Swords. People are talking about how you just be knowing shit. How she just be knowing stuff. People talking about your intuition, or people talking about how like maybe you predicted something and was so right it was spooky, or people may actually come to you and ask you stuff like you may be a reader or something like that. People talk about that, but it's in the positive. The Queen of Cups is the psychic. The Ace of Swords is that piercing clarity. It's the truth. Like it's the sharp ass truth. Sometimes it's nothing but the truth. The Ace of Swords is purely the energy of truth and being able to say what you need to say. So people feel that way about you. Like you are soft in like your ability to empathize, but people talk about how you are also very sharp. Like don't play with it. Don't play with it and don't ask you nothing if you don't expect to tell you the truth. If you don't want me to tell you the truth respectfully, and sometimes even respectfully, the truth still gonna sting a little bit. Don't ask me. You know what I'm saying? Just don't ask. Don't ask. If you really don't want to know. Number two say, I'm not the one to sit here and bullshit you. And people know that about you. That's what they talk about. What else we got? One more. We have the Nine of Swords. People talk about you have the anxiety. You do have a certain nervous energy about yourself with justice because they feel that you are one of those people who feel like you always want to know if you're doing the right thing. Am I being fair? She's like peeking under the blindfold a little bit, looking at the cats. She's like, am I balanced? Am I? It's like you always question it. And I think that in itself is what makes you more balanced than not. Makes you more balanced than most, maybe. The fact that you actually stop and ask yourself, wait, is this right? Am I being fair? Am I the asshole? You know? AITA. Sound off in the comments and if this resonated, how this resonated. If you want to book a personal reading, it would just be delightful to spend some time with you in your birth chart or whatever we're gonna do. It is a no appointment necessary booking, so meaning that I will send you a video within 24 to 48 hours after payment, and you fill out a form. There's forms, and yeah, just remember this: if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye. What's up, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading on what's the gossip on you, what they talking about. What we're gonna do to start off the reading is first we're gonna like this video. We're gonna subscribe to this channel if we haven't already, because what are we doing? I'm just playing, not really. But no, first we're going to roll these divination dice, if you will. This is just gonna give me some insight on your personality, just some quirks, if there are any, from the outsider's perspective. So your peers, your people, whoever would be gossiping about you, we're gonna look at your personality from their perspective. Remember, in this type of reading, everything's subjective. It's only gonna be from how people are perceiving you. It may not be how you perceive you or what your truth is or the actual truth is. This is just how you're coming across to people and what they talking about. It could be blatant, flat out, just bold-faced, black-ass lies, or it could be that is resonating, but that's not quite how it's going on or how I want to be perceived. So that way you can adjust if you need to. It's about self-awareness, and just a little bit of fun, because at the end of the day, who gives a fuck what these people think? I don't. You shouldn't. But let's see what they're talking about anyway, okay? Rolling the dice. Here we go. All right, so I see Uranus in the second house. People talk about you have odd ways of making money. You may have an unconventional way of making money. Maybe on the internet with Uranus energy. Maybe with social media or some kind of new agey, like real tech-based new idea, like side giggy type of energy. I don't know. It's something that maybe people will find interesting, or something that just people don't normally do. It could also be that you work with, say, the general society or collective. Uranus energy is like Aquarius energy, which is about betterment of society, but also like working in clusters or groups. It's that energy. It's like it's more collective, or about your peers and individuals, your peers and sense of cooperation and collaboration is a better word than just being by yourself. Even if you work by yourself or you're making money like in a solo venture, it's something that it either affects society, or is something that improves maybe people's lives or living or something like that, makes it easier. Maybe something like that. but they're talking about how you make your money, and it's unconventional. You know, you may also have some, you may also have some kind of like situation or business like with a friend or something like that, something like that. That's what it's giving me so far. That's all I'm getting from that. So let's roll again. So you could be an Aquarius or Taurus. I see the moon in the 12th house. People think that you are psychic. People think that you are psychic. So you make money in weird ways and you are psychic. Are you a reader? Is that how you make your money, bitch? Like, tell me in the comments. Let me know, because if so, like, ooh, that's funny. Like, just out the gate like this. Sometimes I'm a reader. That's what it feels like. Or it could be anything, but like putting that together, it feels like that. It does not be your situation though. The moon in the 12th house can also be someone who is very secretive. They feel that people think that you may be mysterious, secretive. Like there's more to you than meets the eye. And even if it's like, yeah, but it's really boring and you really wouldn't find it interesting. But yeah, there's of course there's more to me that meets the eye. Keep that allure though. It keeps them coming back. That's the edge. You can't give it all away. You know, you can't lay it on and spread it too thin. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, leave them wanting more. That's the essence that you're giving. You give like, I give what I give, and then I don't let you have all of it, bitch. Like I want you to crave. I want you to crave me. Okay. All right, but let's get into the tarot. And by the way, you can also be a Pisces, Cancer, with the moon in the 12th house. Pisces, Cancer energy. But what's the gospel pile number 3? Up. That's where I drop all the cards. I do see the Page of Cups. Okay. And we also have the moon in reverse and the 3 of Cups. So something about secret with friends involving, okay, this is weird for somebody, maybe a confirmation. Secrets revolving around friends and babies, or a friend's baby, or a friend having a baby. Something about secret, maybe a secret pregnancy, a secret affair that resulted in a pregnancy or something. Very weird, or just very specific too, but you may be dealing with something like that. Friends may be talking about a pregnancy scare. If it's talking about you, of course. Something about secret, maybe a pregnancy scare with the moon being in reverse, like that. If that is not it at all, pregnancy is out of the question. It could also be maybe friends just feeling that you are, again, secretive. The moon in reverse can be very secretive, by the way. And with the Page of Cups, it could be like almost superficial, a little bit, not really truly showing vulnerability, but just showing enough, but still feeling like you're not really letting them in, or you're not really being that open. No matter how open they may be with you, or how vulnerable they may be with you, you may still be just that person, just kind of like, I'll be here and I'll listen, but I'm not telling you anything about myself. Like, it's just still, there's a elusive, evasive type of quality to it, is what they're saying. What else we got? What's the gossip for pile number 3? If I called you pile number 2, I apologize. Go watch that if it was called to it. You know, maybe it's a sign. I do see the 6 of Wands. You win. You win everything. You got all the attention too. But it's not in a bad way. The 6 of Wands is literally like the fame card, or the attention card, or like when you're rewarded or recognized, like especially in public. We also have with that the 6 of Swords, a 6-6. Let's see how this 6 is. 6 is a very important number for you for some reason. You even picked the pile that has a number 6 on it. But 6 may be very much important to you. Could be a Virgo. But it's like saying you're moving into, like, say, your boss era or your look at me era, but you're not just doing that to get attention. I feel like you have something that's worth getting attention. It's like it's like this energy of someone who is just kind of play their cards like in a very, hold your cards very close to you type of energy. It's like moving in silence type of person. All of a sudden popping out. It's giving that energy. It's like, oh, who is this? It's like a different person. It's giving a different energy. So you may be in like some kind of transitional place where you are maybe being a little bit more personable, you know? Maybe something's allowed you to let go. And it's being noticed and talked about. Like, who is that? I do see the Hermit in reverse, as well as the Page of Wands in reverse. So some of y'all may be coming out of a breakup. This behavior may be coming out of some kind of place of seclusion, or feeling like you want to like get out the house, or like do something different. There's a new phase. You may have moved or something like that. There's something that's pushed you to kind of try things a little bit different this time around. Like make more friends, or be more open. And the people who already know you, I think it's a little bit like, who the hell is this type of energy? Like, what have you done with my friend? Like, give her back, give them back, imposter, you know. But it so it's like it's because it may be like really different from how you normally are. So it's got people wondering. But on the other side of that, I think it's good to reinvent yourself and try something new every once in a fucking while, because why not? Like, just simply that. Why the fuck not? But sound off in the comments. Let me know if this resonated, how this resonated, and if you want to get a personal reading from me, all you gotta do is click the link in the description, fill out the little form, make your little payment, and I will send you your reading. That's it. Like this damn video. And until next time, guys, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.